knowledge of the earth, its waters and winds, and a command over fish. So yeah, I think it's Paimon, but it could be any of these demons. This could actually explain the events of the story pretty well. Hamlin summoned a demon, perhaps in exchange for financial success with the show, and as payment they offered Rebecca's soul. The demon possessed this soul and now resides in the show. The thing we see trying to get out of the TV at the end of the game is the demon, and perhaps all the sacrifices or victims of the show have slowly been feeding it, making it stronger. Keep this idea in mind because we're going to come back to this later. But for now, all this talk of demons and mythology leads me very nicely onto my next point. Number 3, the Pied Piper. So the company that owns the rights to Amanda the Adventurer, Hamlin, obviously has an evil agenda. They might seem like a company that just wants to make good shows, but they have this sinister undertone. Again, they seem like they wanted to summon a demon. Whether this was just for financial gain or for other reasons is yet unknown. But what makes this even creepier is that while they hide this secret agenda, they're actually pretty brazen about their evil intentions. In fact, they offer several hints that they are doing something wrong. The name Hamlin could be a reference to the German town of Hamlin. What makes this more likely is that this town is the origin of the story of the Pied Piper. The Pied Piper of Hamlin, or the Rat Catcher of Hamlin, is an old folktale. The Piper was a rat catcher, as his name suggests, but he had an unusual method to get rid of these vermin. Rather than traps, the man used his magical pipe to lure them away. Hamlin at the time was suffering with an infestation of rats, so the mayor hired the Piper to get rid of them, promising him a very large payment. However, when the job was done, the mayor broke his promise, and only paid the Piper a small amount, much smaller than was originally promised. As revenge, the Pied Piper used his magical pipe once again, but this time he lured away the children of the town. The children were led to a cave and never seen again. Now this has an obvious connection to Amanda the Adventurer. First of all, Hamlin's logo is a mouse with the tagline, "Follow us to fun," a pretty obvious reference if I've ever seen one. This can actually relate to how Laura went missing though. Rather than a Pied Piper luring away children with music, the TV show is luring away children instead. Perhaps the music in the show has a similar effect, but even more interestingly, the notes of the music on the show, as catchy as they may be, spell out the word facade, which means a false face or a trick, literally meaning a deceptive outward appearance. Hamlin were being very cheeky with this, as they have their own deceptive appearance. They appear like an innocent television company, but underneath that facade, they are attempting to summon demons, or lure away children like the Pied Piper. Amanda too has this facade though. She might seem like a cute and innocent cartoon character, but underneath her facade is a demon, one that seems very hungry. Either way, Hamlin definitely seems to be based on this story of the Pied Piper. Whether that was intentional or accidental is yet to be known. Number 4. You are dealing with the devil. Now there is a very strong theme in this video. The demon part is very obvious to me, but what you might not have considered is that this theme goes all the way to you, the protagonist, or even you, the player. A very common theme with demons is deals. The phrase "deal with the devil," for example, usually refers to the idea that demons or devils will make deals with mortals, often offering riches, power, knowledge, something that you want, often in exchange for your soul or something that is precious to you, a sacrifice, if you will. Usually these deals are some form of trick though. They don't usually go well for the people that accept them. In one of the secret tapes, we can see Rebecca sign a contract for Hamlin. Now it's not entirely clear what she's signing, but knowing Hamlin, it's probably something evil. After all, we can see that once she signed this contract, she is led to a room that is locked and guarded. Seems very suspicious for a television company. Now we know that Hamlin were trying to summon a demon and they used Rebecca to do this. After all, it's her that the man in the headphones talks to, so we can assume that she was agreeing to this process, probably talked into it by the people at Hamlin. She probably had no idea what she was signing though, which makes this even more sinister. I believe this is how the demon ended up possessing her soul. He made a bargain with Rebecca. Now, we could speculate all day what he offered her, the most obvious in my opinion being to see her real parents again. After all, Sam was her adopted father and we don't know what happened to her real parents. But that is something that we can theorize over another day. But what makes this concept even more interesting is that the protagonist seems to also be dealing with the same devil. If you think about the game we play, the protagonist, Riley, is searching for something in this attic. We know that her Aunt Kate is gone, leaving the house to Riley. She probably went into the TV realm with all the other victims, but that would mean she went missing, just like Sam and Laura, all unexplained and unsolved disappearances. So why would Riley watch these creepy VHS tapes in the attic, especially when they start to appear haunted? I'd be out of there in a heartbeat is all I'm saying. Well, the obvious answer is that she wants to know what happened to her aunt. And this is exactly how the demon is gaining a hold of Riley, and by extension, you, the player. Think about it, all the information we get comes from these VHS tapes, the tapes controlled by Amanda, which we know is a demon. Demons that have knowledge and often answer questions. But as I said earlier, demons require payment, something must be sacrificed, and that is exactly what we do in the game. To complete the game and finish all the puzzles, we have to sacrifice several things. The rat must be sacrificed to create the meat pie to get a tape. The doll must be sacrificed to get one of the tapes too, which is incredibly dark, knowing that the doll can talk. And to get the final tape, we have to sacrifice Blabbot, even as he begs us not to. Now here is the really interesting part. All of this was completely our choice. We didn't have to do any of this. Riley could have left the attic, or we could have ended the game. There is nothing to suggest that Riley was locked up here. In fact, there is absolutely nothing to suggest she couldn't leave at any time. No, we chose to do this. We chose to make a sacrifice to a demon in order to gain more knowledge. In fact, the final tape that leads to two different endings is quite literally Amanda asking us if we consent to her telling us a secret. She asks this several times, making sure we are definitely sure if we want that knowledge. Forbidden knowledge, if you will. If we refuse, she seems disappointed and tells us to leave. If we accept, however, she tells us that she is out there somewhere and then attempts to break through the TV. I believe this final choice is our deal with the devil. If we want that final piece of secret knowledge, we have to accept the demon's deal. And I think this was the final bit they needed to succeed in their ultimate goal, to enter our world. After all, the more sacrifices given to demons in most mythology, the more powerful they become. It seems like this demon is stuck inside this TV show and probably wants to come through to our world where it can do demon things. Now, the one thing that could contradict this is the fact that we do see the monster form of Amanda in the attic if we make certain choices. However, I actually have a possible explanation for this too. You see, the attic is in a weird limbo state. It appears to be pretty normal, the human realm if you will. But we have to remember that the attic changes and shifts depending on your choices. We can see that Amanda, or the demon, has some power over this attic, able to move things around, change the safe from real into cardboard for example, or set up puzzles for us on this table. All this implies that this attic is bleeding into the demon's realm. The two are melting together, and I personally believe this means that Demon Amanda has a limited amount of power here due to the television and the tapes. Just like how the show was able to abduct Laura from our world, it has the ability to change this environment too. But again, this power is limited. Why didn't the demon take Laura's parents, for example? Why doesn't it take everybody who watches? It probably takes an immense amount of power to reach through the demon realm to do this, and the demon probably preys on weaker victims, impressionable children, or maybe that's just the demon's preference. But seeing how Laura was almost entranced by the show means it probably took a while for the demon to take a hold of her. The point I'm making with this is that we can't necessarily believe what we see in this attic is actually true. Considering that the true ending is the one where we destroy the TV and we meet the person, the ending with the monster canonically didn't happen. Considering this attic seems to be full of illusions, I wouldn't be surprised if this monster is just one of those too. It's possible that this demon's goal was to break through into our world, and we might have almost allowed that to happen. Our final deal might have been just enough power to tip the scales. Number 5. The Lost Soul. Now, if my demon theory is correct, that could mean that Amanda is nothing more than Rebecca's lost soul, being possessed and seemingly tortured by the demon in the television realm. Even though Amanda might seem like an evil entity, even going so far as torturing Wooly, it's not quite that simple. Amanda does show moments of what seems like remorse, and there are definitely times where she seems more innocent than others, even times where she seems to be in pain. Well, this could make perfect sense. The demon is possessing her, forcing her to do the terrible things, perhaps like abducting Laura. Slowly over time, this possession gets worse. So it might seem like this soul is lost. However, there is actually some evidence that this might not be the case. This is probably a lot more complicated than you think. In the true ending, we see the TV finally get possessed, and what I said seems like the demon trying to escape. But if you listen to the gibberish that it speaks, it's actually backwards audio. This audio sounds like the more innocent Amanda. It says, "Why did you do that?" Something that Amanda asks us several times throughout the game. But why would this speech be backwards? Is it just for dramatic or creepy effect? Possibly, but it also could be implying that even now, as the demon is at its strongest, the soul of Rebecca is still there, and therefore, still savable. It seems like the innocent Amanda, which comes from Rebecca, is still there, just in the background. In fact, it's entirely possible this is what Kate was trying to do. She was definitely investigating Hamlin, Sam, and Rebecca, and we could speculate that she did have evidence of this ritual. After all, the secret tapes that contain this information are scattered around her attic. How did she get them? Why are they here? We also have strong hints that she was investigating the paranormal, so it seems like she was getting close to the truth. This could even explain why she went missing in the first place. Either the demon got her because she got too close to the tapes, Hamlin got her because she got too close to the truth, or a third alternative, she went into hiding. We do hear Blabot say rip Kate, but again, we know the demon likes torturing people, so this could just be more of his tricks. The main issue that we have is we don't know exactly what Hamlin did. Was it mysticism, and did they just summon a demon with a ritual? Or is there more to it? Did they somehow manage to combine the ritual with science? After all, the secret tapes make this seem like it was more of an experiment. Perhaps they were trying to contain the demon in the TV realm where they could control it. All this is speculation, of course, but it does mean that it's entirely possible that this process is reversible, meaning it's possible that Rebecca might not be completely doomed just yet. Perhaps this is what Amanda means when she says she's out there somewhere. Number 6, the 6th tape. Okay, so this one is a little bit more of a bonus detail, but you might be wondering about the 6th tape. The secret tapes we've talked about once unlocked occupy a shelf next to the television, but you might have noticed that there are 6 spaces and only 5 tapes. Well, what about the final one? If you've been racking your brains trying to find it, know that it does exist, but you can't obtain it in normal gameplay. No, this tape has been confirmed by the devs to be an Easter egg for people who mess with game files. To get this one, you need to modify the files and essentially change the number of secret tapes from 5 to 6. I believe you have to erase this line, I've not actually tried it myself. But once this is done, you get a tape of Wooly sat in silence in this room. Now, this is a joke for the people who go this far to find secrets, but funnily enough, it actually fits the theme of the game perfectly. The demon in this game loves to torture people, classic demon behaviour, but the game also blurs the lines of the fourth wall quite a lot. For example, how does Riley answer Amanda's question? It's a VHS tape, there is no way to do any input, yet Amanda waits for responses and does respond to different answers differently. This mechanic is put there for us, the player, not Riley. It's a direct bridge between the demon and us, the player. In the same way, this secret tape, which is a pain to find, could be a form of torture for those who really want that final piece of secret knowledge, but also a way for the devs to break the fourth wall for us. After all, the final secret tape, the most secret one of all, contains literally nothing interesting. Cool detail, devs. So there we go, these are the main creepy details I found in Amanda the Adventurer. There are more throwbacks to the original game, these books that relate to the story, the fact that we can carry around the doll on Blabot's heads for seemingly no reason, and I'm sure there are plenty more that you can let me know down in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Yep, so yeah. Hey guys, Super Horror Bro Mike here, and in today's video we are continuing our playthrough of Amanda the Adventurer. This is part 2 of our playthrough, and in the first episode of course we got the game's bad ending, I believe, where the entity made its way into the attic and consumed us after we let down Amanda and Wooly in the game and sort of said to them that everything rots, which essentially doomed them and doomed their souls. Now we are of course playing as Riley. We've gone to our aunt's house, who has just died, our Aunt Kate's house, and we're now watching the tapes of Amanda the Adventurer in her attic that she's left behind for us. It seems like Aunt Kate was conducting some kind of investigation, and she wants Riley to now continue it. But with that said guys, let's dive back into Amanda the Adventurer and see where the story goes next. Okay guys, so we're back in the attic. Let's see if we can make some progress. I don't actually know where we go from here, although we did get the safe code, didn't we, in the last episode? So let's check the safe and see if we can actually open this now. The code I think that we got from a clock for this was 826. So let's set, oh, a bit finicky. 8, 2, let's have a look. 6, see if this works. Oh, I think it has. Nice. Got a button. What's this for? A pause button? Can we put this on here? Yeah, look, there's a missing part. I didn't even notice that. So we now have a pause button in play, and then we had a sheet with something on. What's this for? Wait, is this for the symbols? This sheet? For the symbols on the board here? Red, orange, blue, beige, potato. It's a bit weird. Lilac, yellow, purple, pale, pink. Okay, so we now have sort of like symbols that correspond to different things. Let's have a look and see if we can work out what this is for, because I think the plant pots, yeah look, they've all got symbols on them. So the plant pots obviously match up. Let's just take one at random. The plant pots match up to this over here. So this one would be lilac. So let's see if we go over to the water, if we can make anything happen. Ooh. Okay, so it does grow. Do you want a plant? There you go.
Thank you, but that's not my favorite flower.
What? Okay, so we can give her flowers for her hair. That's strange.
Roundabout.
That's kind of cool though. Creepy that she spoke to us, but cool as well. So we know that we need to find a flower for her hair, but that wasn't the right one. I'm guessing we get a clue for that later maybe. Alright, so guys, what else did we get? We got the pause button. Maybe we just watch the first tape again and see if it changes anything when now we've got a pause button. Hey Amanda.
I'm Wooly.
Hey Wooly.
Today we're going to make an apple pie.
My favorite is peach pie.
What's your favorite kind of pie?
I'm gonna put in peach this time.
That sounds delicious. Today we're going to make an apple pie. First, we need to cut the apples. Do you know what we can use to cut the apples?
Guess a knife, right?
Good job.
Oh,
We
guys.
can use this.
Pause, look. It says pause and go to the oven. And it's got an arrow at the temperature dial. So wait, do we have to set it to
Yeah, so
like 11 o'clock essentially? On the dial?
from here,
Let's have a look.
let's say you come from
So we'd need to
here,
set it like that? 575?
left.
What's that done?
Yeah.
Hasn't done anything, there's no tape in there. Oh! Wait, guys. This is different, look, there's a fire. It's actually changed the tape. They're just screaming. That's really cool though. So we can actually change and manipulate the tapes if we pause them at certain points and like do stuff in this room. Wait, this is different. We've got a meat pie recipe now. Ingredients: 200 grams potato, 200 grams mushroom, 350 grams of meat. Directions: Preheat the oven to 525 Fahrenheit. In a pie tin, mix meat, potato, and mushroom. Bake for 50 minutes and enjoy. Okay. So, potato was on here, wasn't it? Yeah, the moon symbol. So do we need to grow something with the moon symbol? Do one of these pots have a moon symbol on them? Nope. This one does. Okay, let's try watering this one then. Hey, it's grown a little potato. Okay, so can we put this in the dish? We're making a delicious pie. It's gonna have lots of soil in it though. It's not gonna be the most appetizing of pies, but we are cooking it in this dish as well. It's coated in rust and mold, so you know, I guess nobody's really gonna care that much. We also need to set the oven to 525. Let's just do that before I forget. And we need to set it for 50 minutes. So let's get that on. 50 minutes. Okay, now it says meat, and we've got a block of cheese. We did see a mouse trap. I'm wondering if we can catch a mouse. So that's been set. Should we just back off a bit? Oh! We caught one! Oh, that's actually sad. Look at the little fella. He's just trapped. He's like, help me! Sorry, little thing. Oh well, we've got our meat for our pie. Is that a rat or a mouse? I don't feel so bad if it's a rat. It is quite big for a mouse, so I'm going to say it's a rat. And I can have a clean conscience, so to speak. Not that it should make a difference, but it just does in my mind. Then we needed the mushroom. Now we saw the mushroom was over here. So let's take that. I guess we could probably just dump this straight in. This is going to be like the worst pie ever. Don't give this to Gordon Ramsay. He'll kick you out. You'll be kicked out of Hell's Kitchen. Hey, it works! And we get In Your Neighborhood Part 2. Okay, let's see if this changes anything then. It's more distorted for sure. They've been recording over this tape.
And I'm Wooly. Amanda, maybe some of our friends can come back to the neighborhood?
That's great! I like that there are so many friends in my neighborhood. Today, I want to send something special to my friend. First, I need to go to the store to buy them a card. Do you know where the store is?
So we've got more stores this time. Look, we've got a candy store, as well as the other three that were previously here, like the butcher's shop and stuff. I guess we just go straight to the store.
Good job! Let's go to the store! Let's pick out a card! My friend... Something bad happened. What kind of card should I send them?
Okay, that was weird. Something bad happened. What kind of card should I send them? I guess this one? With the sad face on it? That was weird though, because the camera just kind of completely cut. And it looked really sinister suddenly. I feel like the horror elements are going to be coming more into play from this point onward. We also have this tune up here. This is where we got the Blabbot code before. Now it's got a tune that looks like we can put into the piano, but I don't know how we would decipher that. Anyway, I guess we just click on this.
That's not the right card.
What? I thought that was the right card. Is it not? Is it this one?
I don't think we want this.
I think Amanda is confused. Shh, here's a secret. It's my birthday. Maybe we can help her out.
Oh, well, he's always trying to help Amanda. I feel like what's maybe happening here, guys, is Amanda is getting really down and upset. And when she does, it seems like the entity is born into our human realm. So it seems like Amanda is the entity, or the two are tied somehow. Whenever she gets upset and like depressed and stuff, the entity kind of manages to take hold of her. Maybe the only thing that's keeping the entity at bay is her being happy in these tapes. So I feel like we should probably go forward with Wooly's plan and click on the birthday card.
Are you sure that's right? I
It
don't...
looks like it. I bet your friend is really
Your
going
friend,
to love this
wink
card.
wink.
My friend is... My friend...
My friend is having a birthday.
Hey,
I
she's
want
back on
to
track.
give my friend a special treat. Where can I buy a treat for my friend? Oh, I know. Let's get them some nice candy. Do you know where the candy store is?
Sure do. Candy store is right this way.
Great. Why did
Whoa.
you do
Okay, they've all
that?
changed.
Now I can't find the candy store. I don't know where to go. Can you help me?
She's losing it again, guys. She's getting sad. The entity's gonna come back. Now the candy store was here, so maybe I just have to remember where it was.
Yeah, actually I forgot about this.
Okay.
So
That wasn't right.
I made that
I
one.
can only
that
click on one
you-
part of the screen though,
for
I
that
think.
that one you come in.
I can only click here.
I don't want to go there.
You're
Well,
stuck forever.
neither do I. Maybe we should just wait. Can I pause? Maybe I pause and don't go there. Help us out here. Blabbot, can you come to life now? Can I click your buttons? No, he's not saying anything. I honestly don't know what to do. I don't know if we're meant to keep going or if we're meant to
The
like pause
roundabout
and not
is
keep clicking,
done.
because she seems to be getting like really upset.
I mean the.
I think we're gonna have to
the
just
road
continue.
So when you come in
I
here,
said I don't want to go in there.
right there, you can
Look, that makes
go
two of us,
there,
probably three of us.
or straight,
No. Why?
or left. This is the right
To click it again.
No. Why can't I stop it?
This isn't the candy.
There's nothing here that I want.
Yeah.
Maybe you can take us someplace else?
I want to get my friend a special treat.
Yeah, I mean nobody knows everything.
It seems like Amanda's in control then. Like she has the power to take her and Wooly to different places. Wooly doesn't have that power. And they're in a butcher's store. So I don't know if this represents that she's like killed someone maybe? Can we click on the knife?
I want to get my friend a special treat.
Do I click on the meat?
Let me out of here.
Oh my god.
Amanda,
Wow.
That's a nice birthday card. You want to give it to your friend now?
Will you address the card? Who should I send this to?
I feel like this is really cryptic and we're meant to be deciphering the story here. It seems like Amanda like lost it and then she's burned down all of these buildings suddenly and everyone's dead. And then she says who to address the card to. I'm guessing that's Wooly because it was meant to be his birthday, right?
Oh, Wooly, it's your
Yep,
birthday.
there we go. And this is really kind of going places, this game already. I'm liking where it's going. Oh, and we got a different item this time. What is this, a colouring book? Where we went, you took me. Okay. Where we went, we tried to, you took me. Wait, we meant to remember what stores we went to. Because it was the 24/7 first, wasn't it? Then it was the sweet shop. And then it was the meat store. And then, oh. And the post office last. We can't click on the post office. They're kind of a bit more scribbly now. I think that was the 24/7. We're meant to just repeat it. Oh man, look at it now. Yeah, we're meant to just repeat it. I think they get harder each time though. This is still okay though. I think that's 24/7. Sweet store because it's got the candy. You're meant to be like a steak, so that's the meat store. Oh, okay. That's weird. It says guts, and it shows the doll. I think that's the doll, right? Her head being cut off with scissors. Oh, there's a padlock. So wait, guts, is that the code for the locked box? Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look, guys. We'll see if we can type in guts here. Just need to turn these. Give me a U, give me a T, give me an S. Guts. It works. Okay. We're flying through this. Oh wait, what's this? New tape? What's the family? We've got the scissors as well. Wait, let me just take the scissors first. I'll see if I can cut the doll's head off. Oh, the doll's gone. The doll was like, you are not cutting my head off, I'm going. And she's just left. She better not be on the prowl, like trying to hunt us or something now. I guess we just dump the scissors and we like go back and get that tape then, because we can't seem to do anything. Every time like you get a new item, it's like when we got the code for the safe last time, it disappears and then you have to go on the next run. You have to play through it again, and then that allows you to like unlock the next thing. So it's quite clever game design. It's kind of like a roguelike game where you have to keep playing through it and get a bit further by learning new skills essentially. So this one's called What's the Family?
Hi, friend.
Hey, we're at the petting
I'm
zoo.
Amanda.
And I'm Wooly. Bye.
Wooly just made an animal sound. He said baa because he is a sheep. Can you make a sound like a sheep?
Ah, there we go.
That's great! You sound just like Wooly.
Wow, yeah. You sound just like it.
Oh, wait. We can pause it. What's this say? Severe thunderstorm warning. Emergency alert system, effective until the 5th of the 6th, 2003 at 9 PM. Alright. It's raining at the moment, isn't it? There's like a thunderstorm outside at the moment. So is this meant to represent, like, the here and now? Oh! Wait, we've got this device. It's got a thunderstorm on it. Wait, can we turn this device? Okay. Now it's gone to the tornado. So it seems like what we're trying to do here is match up whatever appears on the tape with this. So we need to wait until the tornado appears and then we need to select that one, I think. Let's go back in then.
At a petting zoo.
Okay,
There are lots of
I'm
animals
adjusting
here
in a
to
second.
pet and play with.